Alright, we gotta fix the layout real quick. And we can get into some nice hot and heavy runs. Howdy, howdy. Whoa. Things are moving. Shove you guys back up in the corner where you belong. You filthy animal. Broke the layout. No, we just had this layout set up for constants last night. It's up in the corner. Which, if you guys did miss any of that, it is already up on YouTube. Go ahead and check it out. It's a pretty neat little game. Apparently there is a lot of side stuff to do in that game. I won't go and do it. Our playthrough of that is finished, but it did look like there was quite a bit of optional content to engage in had we ventured down that path. Also, because so many people were asking about not Returnal, the new horror game that just came out. I looked into a bit more. It doesn't seem super appealing, but I did message the devs about potentially getting a key for it. So if they give me one, we'll check it out. If not, we may just put it on hold for a while. What was that one called? I don't know what it is. We'll never know. We'll be left in the dark forever. Also, I need to move this some more. Oh, sweet, I love OBS. No, oh my god, I love OBS. I'm losing it. Whoop, whoop. Look at that. Shoo. I think that's oh god. Ah! Thought I'd become a wide boy there for a second. Shoosh. Yo, bro, thank you for the tier 2 at 78 months. 7-8, that's almost like 6-7. Haha. Ha, memes. Get memed on. Get absolutely memed on. Let me get my spreadsheet of times back out so we can keep track of it. If I start doing runs like I did last night and I'm not quite feeling it, I do have a backup plan, but I'm kind of just thinking we do runs tonight. I think into one of those kind of do runs kind of night, you know? Spreadsheets, good. Yeah. It's the one I used to use for, or in the Blind Forest randomizer runs to keep track of stuff. I just ripped all those times out and slapped in my bunker times. Could probably make it have cooler stats, but, you know, I don't know Google Docs that well. It works enough to provide average times. So, you know, that's cool. It's good enough for me. Damn, girl, you Excel? Because I want to spread those sheets. I mean, what? Damn, girl, you a Google Docs? I want to copy and paste, or I don't know. It's the best I got. Damn, girl, you a PowerPoint? Because I want to slide all over you. What? Yo, get him. What up? Need insulin injection. Oh my god, he's got diabetes. This man's gonna die of beatus. I love when doors just become walls. Yeah, I have a couple of friends that have degrees of diabetes. It's not a fun time, for sure. Game. Don't do it. Alright, in the home of man. Biggest fan of that. Not really quiet? Oh. That'll fix it. My bad. What up? What up, you gamers? Get gamed on. No, I restarted my PC and I forgot to turn on my audio software. I didn't grab the wheel. Am I stupid? Hello. Now you guys can hear all my great pickup lines. Damn girl, is your name Henry? Because I want to chase you around a bunker. Wait, what? Turn the player down, you gotta turn it up. Why stop it? Unsubbed, unfollowed. Okay, there's some meat on that table. Reading my TV now. Got a fuse there. Is that a tail you just ran past? What do you mean, tail? I mean, like a rat tail? Yeah, there's rats all over the place. You ever heard of rats before? You ever had a rat sandwich before? I don't really have supplies for this. Fuck it, we ball. Please don't spawn, please don't spawn, please don't spawn. Yeah, just do this and reload. It's not worth it. And I was like, I could possibly like not save scum this shit and then run back, but remember the fuse location? Yeah, it's up my butt. Of all games that have like a prison pocket kind of option for extra inventory space, I feel like this should have and could have been the one to do it, you know? This guy about to cheat. No, but the rats are. Fuck yeah. Random fun fact of the day. I mean, it's not really a fact, but I try to make that hidden peepo giggle thing into a emote for the second channel, and it's so much work. I just gave up. Yeah, I was gonna replace the whole thing with cabbages, but it is. It's just like 60 frames. I'm saying, maybe another day. There's some that was like outrageously high for what it was, so I could chop it, but I was looking at it yesterday. I was like, what can I make? I did add one for the second channel. It's got an animated emote coming soon. Unfortunately, it's just affiliated, so any emotes I upload for that are not instant. It takes however long it takes for the Twitch safety checkers to check the safety of said emote. But, you know, I figured since people are actually subbing to that channel for some reason, I should should give them a little bit of something. Wooblop. Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Did you just blow up that barrel? Okay. This actually kind of works because he should oh, he didn't go away. That's. I opened this up for me. Oh, Pogarella. All right. Hit him with the hit tactic of blocking the flare. That didn't work. Fuck it, we run. We're saves coming us anyways. Oh, what a muffin. Nice Wolfenstein.
Anyone left? The code is 9-0-5.
And Couch, I'm doing all the commentary myself because of what this is. It's not like 100% a randomizer, but it's close enough to where I need to be, like, just rap godding. Not only facts out, but just like thought process. Gotta stuff, you know. More than anything, I gotta, like, sweet talk my host into, like, not talking. That sounds mean, but, like, I know they have a job to do of, like, reading donations and plugging stuff, but at the same time, I gotta be like, unless I die and have to, like, repeat an area, I need to talk as much as humanly possible in a span of 20 minutes. Alright, he went that way. Okay. I thought I was gonna cheat again. Oh, he opened the door for me. Whoa, what a nice guy. Slight trouble? I mean, I'm still gonna do it. Getting after the prisoner, did he? Oh, hey, a fuse that I don't need. So they have a job to do. They're told to get in as much as they can, which I respect, but at the same time, it's like, you know, they accepted a run. They want the run to be as good as it can be, and I feel like for the most part, if they're like, okay, well, we can take a little bit of time away here, And not plug as much to get like a better run. It's probably a good call. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they don't care. Maybe like, fuck those runners. How many Amnesia games are there? 4 and an expansion. There's The Dark Descent. It's expansion Justine. There's A Machine for Pigs, Amnesia Rebirth, and Amnesia the Bunker. So the Bunker randomizer? No, the Bunker is just sort of randomized in and of itself. Like, this game's base gameplay is as close to a randomizer as you can get without actually being a randomizer. Even more so on this difficulty because, like, the fuses and stuff. On, no, like, very easy difficulty, like a regular glitchless run, the randomization, like, simply really isn't a thing. It's not a big concern. Reminds me of Granny, basically. I mean, it's kind of in that realm, sure. Two different ends of the spectrum, but... I didn't get a nade, did I? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's hope for a good spawn and a good brick. Alright, bad spawn. We're fine if we get a brick, which is a 2/3 chance. Yeah, he's in the room. Okay. 50-50 shot. Oh, baby, let's go. Wow. What's up? Well, you got that flipped around, Wolfenstein. It's the blind shotgunner who hears. And go and save. I'm gonna be honest, I have no memory of doing communications in this seed. Like, I know I did it, and I have the code for Arsenal, but, like, I completely just blanked that part of in my mind. The player character's name, Henry. H-E-N-R-I. Henry. His name's Ornery. His name is Ordinary. His name is Robert Paulson. His name is Robert Paulson. Oh my god. I hate when there's a code on screen that's not important. Get out of here, stupid code. It ain't important. I like keybound. I don't. Okay. There's no rats to crush today. Still make the noise. Big boy coming. No, I have the Arsenal code. I didn't remember doing communications. I did it. I just don't remember doing it. I have amnesia. I have amnesia. It's a very sad disorder where my knees are made of ham. Generator ran out. Oh my god. Slap that in there. Slap, slap. Damn, girl, are your knees made of ham? Because I'd like to share those. Or what? Oh, completely missed. Whoop. Whoa, 2004. Alright, time to slap that in the spreadsheet. 2004. Pog. Not a bad first run. You guys ready to do some predictions? Prediction, will BT make another horrible pickup line joke during the run? Absolutely. Absolutely. Leaving your house during this run. Sheesh. Hope you have fun getting milk at the store. Or remember you always. Like, damn. Remember the time Naruto went to the store to get milk and never came back? Good times. Good times. I need some more caffeine. Well, 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 if it isn't Mr. Cosmic. What up, gamer? Vanquisher, oh my god. Have you heard of this game called Vanquish before? I think you'd really like it, Cosmic. Oh shit, record gaming? Oh my god. Getting big records over there? Oh man, now the pressure's on. And I gotta entertain people that just watched the world record in Vanquish. Shoosh. Yo, thanks for mentioning on your podcast yet again, Cosmic, by the way. Appreciate the royalty check. Really helps out this time of year. 3 seconds, 3 seconds. Hey, I have record in this game by less than a second, so you know, I have record in this category by like 0.6 of a second. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? We're doing some Amnesia the Bunker speedruns. This will be at AGDQ. Now we're doing it on the ShellShock difficulty. I guess we'll do a little commentary practice for everyone coming in that may not know this game. Or may not know it at this level. It's always good to do. Get a little bit more caffeine before we hop into it. Now that's pod racing. Sheesh. So ShellShock difficulty, for those that don't know, is this game's very hard mode. It's the hardest mode you can get to before going into custom stuff and setting the sliders yourself. It's also the only one that requires you to play with the New Game Plus setting turned on, which for us mainly means we're going to skip little tutorials that the game would normally give us and kind of speed up the intro to the game. It also makes the monster more difficult and harder to predict, that kind of stuff. So the big things it does is there's a system in this game where you need the generator on to power up certain areas of the game. It also can turn on the lights for you, help you see in the dark, obviously. The fuel time you get for putting in a fuel can is short, so we get about 2 minutes and 45 seconds per fuel can, which is pretty decent. But those fuel cans are also used for saving on this difficulty. Normally saving is free. On ShellShock, you have to use fuel. So now we have to choose between turning on the lights or powering up certain systems and saving. Resources is also set to moderate, which is about a 65% spawn rate of normal resources. So almost cut in half there. So the monster gets more difficult, more lethal. The shotgunner, very lethal. He's a one-shot, one-hit kill. If he hits you at all, he will just kill you, even full health. We also have the hardcore health system turned on, which means you take any sort of damage at all, even a little tick, you start bleeding and lose damage over time. You never die from this, but if your health is low, you move slower, which is just not great. And the only way to stop this is using a bandage, which will stop the bleeding but not heal you. You can find a med kit, however, and not only stop it, but also heal up to full with that, which is pretty nice. Speaking of the generator and power, this game also has 4 sub areas. It has one central area called the admin area, the officer hub, and then there's 4 sub areas that we need to venture to. On ShellShock difficulty, all those sub areas get a fuse box, and there needs to be a power diffuse in there for the sub area to gain power. Once the generator's turned on, the game will give us one of those for free. If we want power on the other 3, we have to go and find fuses, which are kind of rare spawns. If we get good luck, we only need to find 1. If we have bad luck, we're going to need to find 2. Which is a little bit annoying, but we'll see. Also, because we're playing on the New Game Plus setting, like I said, we skip some tutorials, so the revolver you normally get at the beginning of the game gets shoved into a locker, and then that locker gets randomized around with a whole bunch of other ones. There are certain lockers that are static spawns because they contain key items. This game, for the most part, is going to randomize item spawns, except for a handful of things. So it's going to get into this and we can talk about it some more. So key items include the wrench code, the wrench, bolt cutters, the arsenal code, dynamite bundle, and the detonator handle. We need all of those to eventually make our way through the bunker and escape. Those are all static spawns, so we know where to go to get said things. But along the way, we're going to need other supplies. We're going to need fuel cans, hopefully grenades, maybe some med kits, and then things to deal with rats. And all of that stuff, for the most part, is randomized. There are a handful of guaranteed spawns that we'll take advantage of, especially in the early game. But a lot of this run's going to be relying on what we're given and where the monster is. So the monster's going to constantly try to predict where we are and where we're going, and try to cut us off to hunt us down. So I'm going to do my best to keep track of where he is, lure him into certain spots where I want him to be, and then run away. And just kind of keep him away from us as much as possible. So we're going to wake up in the med bay with a little bit of amnesia. Now we're going to grab a consistent fuel can in this locker. And then we got to skip all the tutorial stuff, so we're just going to go down here into the safe room where the generator is. We're going to look for some more supplies. If you see me checking stuff, oh, that's actually really good. And it's like nothing there, it's just I'm checking for a supply in that area. So like that grenades, if something spawns there, it's always going to be a grenade. It's just whether or not that spawns is the random part. So we actually got lucky, we got an extra grenade and an extra fuel can. So we're going to dump all these in there. It's going to give us a little over 7 minutes of fuel time, which is pretty nice. It should honestly be enough for the seed. We're not going to turn it on yet, because we actually don't need lights on for this part. And the code we picked up is going to allow us to get past the safe room, and now the monster can spawn in. So we need a code for the valve wheel locker. And while we're doing this, we're going to try to get the monster to spawn in. So I want him over kind of in this area. And not by the locker room that we're about to go to. So I'm going to try to make a bunch of noise over here and check stuff at the same time. Pick up a couple more things, like a pocket bag there with this trap. Another fuel can guaranteed here. Right there, there's no rats. So bodies are also randomized, which attract rats and block your path and do damage to you. So we know the area to maintenance is clear, which is really, really nice. We don't have to deal with those anymore. So the monster's over there looking for me. Pull down this light switch just so when we turn on the generator, there's more lights. And so I should buy myself enough time to check the locker room without having to worry about the monster. Plug in that code I just got. Check this randomized code. Lavel, don't care. The only one we're really looking for, besides the ones guaranteed for the wrench and arsenal, is Travers. Mr. G. Travers, but for now we're going to block up this hole and then open up the sub areas. This is the first big quest of the game. And blocking that hole does not stop the monster from actually coming out of that hole. He can just break that. It just kind of changes how he's determining where I am and his pathing to me in any given moment. So it kind of makes his job a little bit harder. So we're going to turn on the generator. We're going to save. Now we're going to do a little bit of scouting. Okay, so this is where our fuse is because we see light coming on from over there. So that's where our fuse box is, which is good luck. Means we only need to find one fuse. So we're going to run over to maintenance in the dark. And with that save I just made, I'm intentionally going to save scum all of this time I'm running around now. So we actually have a fuse here, which is really good knowledge. What else do I have? I have a grenade. I'm going to check up here for one more thing. So because the wrench code is so far away, and we're using up so much fuel time, I'm more than likely going to take damage from these rats along the way as well, and from fire, because I'm stupid. Once we get the wrench code, that code's never going to change, so we can reload the save, go all the way back to the locker room, and keep the knowledge of the code. It's a little bit awkward. Okay, kill those rats over there. Oh, I actually scared them away too. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I didn't get these guys. Alright, whatever. So, thankfully, the monster took a hit somewhere, and he's going to retreat for a little bit. So we should have time to do this, but this is a little scary. There's a lot of dead ends in this game, which if the monster spawns and you don't have, like, a grenade to deal with them, you're just gonna die. So he's gonna spawn in. I gotta make my way to the box. Okay, I'm really happy that was a frag grenade. Those tripwires can be a frag grenade, flare, or a gas grenade. And gas grenade and flares kind of take a little bit to go off. So I bought myself some time. So yeah, we're gonna grab this code. And I'm gonna reload the save, so 7282. I'm gonna write this down because it won't get saved into my notebook. And now I need that fuse, so it's going to make my life a little bit easier going into the other parts of the game. So we're going to run back to maintenance just to grab this and get out. We're also going to pick up a thing of fuel so I can make another save. It's a little backtracking, but this is a better route than going and finding another fuse because they are somewhat hard to find. Okay, we're gonna get this rat meat. I'm gonna check this. Is this... Okay. So this door can be trapped as well. But if it's not, there are 2 guaranteed fuel cans here. And we're pretty much good to go. Now the monster can kind of cheat when he's in the wall. In terms of going through the ghoul network, as the game likes to call it. So we gotta be a little careful walking next to holes because he has a very long range. Okay. So now we have a fuse. We're gonna make another save. And we're gonna essentially save scum yet again. So we're gonna go do all of communications to get the arsenal code. And this is for 2 reasons. One, because we're using a lot of fuel time yet again. This is a big area. But you also can't get fuses out of a fuse box. So instead of having to go find a second one for prison, we can reload the save once we have the code and get that back as well. So for communications, we need to find a key in one of 18 spots, and then make sure a light switch lever is pulled in the back office, which is a little scary because it's a huge dead end. Filled with traps and potentially a lot of rats. I do have meat and a frag grenade, so we should be fine. Okay, we do have rats. So I didn't see the key on the other side. There it is. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. The problem now is I don't really want to use my grenade to open up this padlock. I'd rather use a brick, and we happen to find one. Nice. The game is always going to spawn these little concrete blocks in the different sub areas. Most of them only have a few spawns. Communications has a ton. That's actually interesting. Okay. So I do have the opportunity to not save scum this. I could just run up to prison with this. But yeah, this gas grenade's gonna give me damage, so we're still just gonna reload it. It's interesting though. Alright. Pretty quick communications trip. But yeah, the map layout itself is consistent. Like all the room layouts and stuff and where key items are is consistent. 469. Alright. So it is a 4-digit code, but we can just spin the last one and brute force it once we have that. Now for the scariest area, because it is a really, really small one and essentially just one giant dead end after the other. So we're going to use that maintenance code we got over in the pillbox to get our handy dandy wrench. And the only reason we need the wrench in this game is to get the bolt cutters. There's some other stuff you can do with it, but for our needs, we just need it for prison here. So we can get into the admin office. So we're going to power this up with our fuse that we save scummed. So I know the monster's lurking, and I want to make sure I get this office open before having to run away. Okay, so we're looking for a brick spawn. It's not there. It's probably not here. Oh, it is here. Okay. So this has 4 different spawn locations. 2 in this hallway and then 2 in that room. And that room is currently trapped with some sort of grenade. So we would have had to pull the door open, set off the trap, and then just wait or run away. Okay, so the monster is hardcore chasing me right now. I don't know if I have the opportunity to jump in that window. Okay, let's just run down through communications then. More often than not, the monster will choose to go through the gold network because it's usually faster. Than just sprinting after you like that, but every now and then he likes to just do that. So wait, oh. I'm gonna need some supplies here. That's a nice grenade though. Yeah, we're just kind of waiting for the monster to go away, which is a little scary. Oh, he's chilling up there. Do you have time to read a donation? No. Okay, I think he did go in the network. Nope, he's just lurking. It's the unfortunate way this game goes. Okay. Okay, he saw me and broke that door? That's interesting. Oh no, he broke the... Okay. Now we're fine. A donut nation? Take a donut. So now the monster's gonna path back over, and he loves the path over here really, really fast compared to other areas, especially with the prisoner in the cell is wiggling about. So you just run in here, grab the bolt cutters, and get out. We'll check for a thing. Okay. Oh, I would have liked to pick up some stuff in one of the closets there because there's a guaranteed med kit, and then potentially either a inventory increase or another grenade, but we kind of got what we need to finish the seed. So now the last area we need to go to is the arsenal tunnel section of the game, which is over here. This is where the last 2 key items are. It's home to both arsenal, which has the dynamite bundle, and tunnels, which is home to the detonator handle, which we need to blow open a hole into the map. Don't need that. Another fun thing you can do with the bolt cutters, besides just like breaking padlocks and stuff, is disabling traps. Just looking for a flare. But really the only reason we hard require the bolt cutters is for this lock right here. For these chains. And then the last thing we need the generator on for is to get the water out of this section. So once we get past this, the generator can run out of fuel. We put a lot of fuel in there, so it should probably last until we come back. But, yeah, we just need the generator on for getting the code and communications when we click the radio, opening the prison cells, and then for the water pump here. Other than that, you can play in the dark for the entirety of the game. It's a really well-timed copy pasta. So tunnels is the only section of the game that the monster cannot actually access. There's no ghoul holes over here. Instead, we get to deal with the shotgunner, who is very deadly. If he shoots us and hits us, he will kill us one shot, even though we're full health. But we have a fun little way around his AI. So we can kind of just avoid the triggers that makes him aware that we're in the area. Okay, so he has 6 spawns. 3 of them are kind of over here on the left side of the map. The other 3 are in the back offices. So he's in the back offices now. I'm kind of trying to keep one of my grenades. Just trying to see if we have a concrete brick here. We do? Okay, sweet. Yeah, there's a lot of triggers in this area that kind of inform the shotgunner that you're in the area and that he should start shooting you, which is that trigger there. I hear you. But you can just do some nice platforming to get around those on the way in. And we just don't have to deal with them. So now the detonator handle, and we can go pick up the dynamite bundle. I'm gonna make one more save. One thing I have not mentioned about the key items is that every time you pick one up, the monster actually has his aggression raised in the files. So all of these things I've been picking up along the way have made him more dangerous. We got one more thing to deal with in the arsenal, but that's fine. So what's gonna happen, we hope, is that he's going to break a bunch of stuff in here and hit an explosive barrel, and then he's gonna go retreat for the rest of the game. Because Arsenal is a giant dead-end maze that's filled with a lot of breakables and traps. So yeah, he's already breaking some stuff. Fun fact about this door, he can't break this door. He can't open this door until I put the code in, because it's a very important code. In order to not sequence break the game, he's not allowed to break this, so he's gonna hopefully come over here. He's gonna hear me, try to pass to me. He's gonna try to break this door, realize he can't, and then he's going to go back into the wall so he can actually pass to me. That scared me. I thought maybe he'd figured out how to break it. So it's gonna go run into the ghoul network. Now we can plug in our code from Arsenal, 469. Spin to win. Okay. Oh, so he just blew up a barrel. And now it's not 100% known exactly what causes him to fully retreat instead of just doing like a quick retreat, like how long he stays inactive. I'm pretty sure it's the amount of damage he takes. And running to explosive barrel basically means he takes like a full blast as close as possible, taking max damage. So he should retreat for a good amount, but he might come back here. Now we have the dynamite bundle. He's going to get more aggressive anyways. We've still got some frag grenades to deal with. Okay, yeah, he is currently pathing, but I think we're just going to get out. Yep, should be fine. Cool. And now we have everything we need to leave the game. Wasn't there okay. Let's grab a fuel tank on the way out. A little safety save, a little safety precaution. Hopefully the monster wasn't too big of a pain besides that one, one dip in the prison. Go the runs? They'd be going. They're getting better over time. Had some very mean ones the other night, though. Do a little safety save here, just because we're not quite done yet. This does take us to the end game. It's just the final arena with the monster, and there's a handful of ways that you can take this on, much like everything else in this game. Kind of lets you handle it how you want to. We're going to use just a couple of boxes to jump over the final wall. Ooh, what? Oh, I see what happened. Okay. So what is this happening? So the beast is going to spawn in. He's going to try to path to us, obviously. You can like drop in the void. You can give him a toy and then blow him up. You can do all this fun stuff. We're just going to jump on these boxes. Hope he doesn't get to us in time. And we just got to escape. All I'm going to do is push these rocks and the run is over. GG. Now I got to plug this into my spreadsheet. That was run number 77. Playing marathon safe strats or just a normal run? I mean, all these runs I'm playing for safety, right? Because I could speed these up by taking risk and resetting, but because I always plan on finishing these seeds, I am doing like safety-ish strats. Yeah, I mean, the seeds that go wrong, it's either... What's really happened is the game doesn't give me a fuse. It like... So, this is the fuse map, by the way. All these little red dots are fuses. Or spots where fuses can be, I should say. But also the way this game works is every area has like a max spawn limit. So every area can spawn 2 fuses, except for prison, which can only spawn 1. And then half of this stuff is also locked behind having power. So like a couple of the things in prison are locked behind having a fuse to open the cell doors. The stuff in Arsenal, in the red, most of that is locked behind having the Arsenal code, which you need power on in communications for. Some things are locked behind wrenches, some things are locked behind the bolt cutter. And so the seed we had the other night, which is a 45-minute one, basically, one single fuse spawns that I had access to, and it was in a spot that like I never checked because it's next to rats and a ghoul hole, and it's just like a really dangerous spot. And so I checked pretty much every location possible except for that one, and we needed 2 fuses. So I had to find that fuse, and then I had to, once I got that, hunt down a second one in like really unknown spots, and it was just horrible luck that like, yeah. Other than that, if it's like higher than 25, it's either because I had to like do like I died to the beast or like a grenade or something that I didn't know was there, or the beast is just actually cheating. Other than that, the runs go pretty well. I need to find out how to make this document viewable but not editable. Editable? Is that a word? Editable? These are our current stats, right? So we've done 77 runs. Our average is a 25-33, which is coming down because I also have it by 10s on the left. So you can see like the past 30 odd seeds have been sub 25, whereas it was over 25 before. So it's coming down with a little bit, but we'll see. So this is a run I'm not worried about the mechanical aspect of it at all. It's just always having a plan is the big concern with this. It doesn't matter if something goes wrong because it's going to go wrong, right? The nature of this run is going to be unpredictable. It's just having a plan when that happens. Like, okay, I died here, what do I do? Oh, I don't have a fuse here, what do I do? Oh, I got really bad luck, what do I do? As long as I have that, and I can commentate that effectively, we're good. Let me pay out this prediction. It's sub 25, right? Oh, it was a 20-something? 21? Alright. Believers win again. Believers. More or less RNG. More. Just slightly though. Not like a considerable, but more. It's more because of the reason is you need more items in this. Moon Crash is random in terms of like the progression you go and just where things spawn, but it tells you where things spawn, right? The game's like, you need to go over here to get this. The escape pod's here. Oh, this body, it's located in this area, right? You have means of tracking this stuff down, but it is still randomized. And this, like, fuses, there's like 53 fuse spots it can be, and there's no way of tracking them down other than checking them. There's nothing in place that like helps guide you in this game. It's like, you know, I've shown these off before. I have my pre-Moon Crash notes. I literally have a handwritten, like, detailed instruction on how to get through this. And I can follow this to the T, right? There's like 5 pages of, I mean, I probably could have condensed it, but like what I need to buy in every character, where I need to go, if trains down or like powers down an area, how to handle it. For this game, it's like, okay. Oh, you're missing a fuse? And you need 2 fuses? All right, check these 17 spawns. Also check for grenades. If the monster's in an area, then you have to do this. You have to convert him. Not convert him. You have to trick him into like taking damage or spawning in somewhere. I mean, the monster alone makes it more RNG. Just the, you know, monsters in Pre-Moon Crash aren't a problem at all. Like, this would be closer to the Prey Randomizer, like the base Prey Randomizer mod, without the ship layout turned on. Which I was kind of looking at doing Prey Rando again, but I think there's an issue with it working on, like, modern PCs now, because of, like, of a Java update or something, so you have to, like, get an older Java file. And it just didn't seem like it was going to be a fun process to go down again. Java, yeah. Alright, I'm going to start up another prediction. If you want to bet your cabbages, you can do so on a sub 25 or over 25. I'm going to use the bathroom and we'll do some more. Oh, we got some big betters. Oh my lord. The big bets. Yeah, just to get believer something on the way in. Sure. I totally believe you. Let's see how it is. You hate me. I always knew it. Java runtime for Prey Rando, yeah. I mean, it's not that I can't go and do it, it's I didn't want to deal with it. Got enough headaches in my life at the moment. It's not a simple process at the moment, you know. I'm good. Rats. Oh, man. Not my boy Travers. What's the point, man? What's the hacking point? Come on, good fuse luck. Let's see. Arsenal again, interesting. Alright, let's go prep. Communications. No, Inferno. Holler. We got rat meat, we got the key. Got a brick. Oh, don't take damage to that. Oh, I thought I saw a fuse in there. Got a massive headache, that's never fun. Really don't need more fuel. Awesome. All right. Holy, he was so fucking fast. Holy. Ah! It's fine. That's just terrifying. Nice man shoe you got there. What the heck is right? What are you doing? On the on-stream chat? I don't see it even on the regular chat. I mean, more bandages is not really gonna help. Take a hit, but I can't take two. Oh, leave me alone. Ah! Okay. I think you got debated and posting wrong shoes. This is really fucking bad. I need these rats to just like go away on their own at this point. Fortunately, the brick spawn I can rely on can be in like so many different spots, and they're still there. So I'm pretty sure these rats are gonna kill me. Wow, I went so far. Okay, let's try.